What's up, everybody? For today's video, we are gonna make an Asian pepper steak.
I tried this once before. I decided that we can make it better.
Cue the intro.
When you cut your steak, we're using flank cut against the grains to make it more tender.
Now you want to cut this in about maybe 1/4 inch pieces. Now that clearly is too long, so then we're gonna cut these again in about pieces about that size.
For our marinade, you could use a bag or a bowl. We're using a bag and we're gonna add a good amount of soy sauce, about a cup. Next, a little bit of sesame oil. Next, we're gonna add like a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. Next, add some honey. And finally, to spice it up, some cayenne pepper. Mix this up, make sure everything's combined before we put our meat in. Now put in your meat and put it in the refrigerator to marinate for a couple of hours. Mix this all up to make sure all the marinade is on the meat.
All right, now we're gonna prep our vegetables. Aiden's gonna cut these bell peppers into some strips and then probably in half. Kind of want the vegetables to be the same size or mirror the steak. Now some onions. Me and Aiden had to compromise over how big or small we wanted them, and this is about what we came up with.
We're gonna start by heating our pan at medium high. Put in some oil. We're gonna add our meat with the marinade into the pan. Stir it up.
After a couple minutes, it's gonna release this juice from the marinade and its own from the meat. We want to scoop all this out and set it aside.
Now we're gonna let this cook for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. After a few minutes, we remove the meat and set it aside. Now a little bit more oil and then our vegetables. Stir this up and then we're gonna season. We're gonna add some salt and of course TnA, which is a blend of garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. Stir it up. And we want some more heat, so a little bit of cayenne pepper. Stir it up. After like 2 to 3 minutes, we're gonna add our steak back in. Don't forget all the juices on the plate. We want all the flavor. Now our marinade goes back in. Now we make a slurry with cornstarch and water. Stir it up.
Now, it's important that if you use 1 teaspoon or tablespoon of cornstarch, you double that of water. And now just dump it in and stir this up until the sauce thickens.
Once your sauce has thickened, turn it off and we'll be ready to plate.
So Aiden wanted to serve it around this fancy bowl of upside down rice.
There you have it, TnA's take on Asian pepper steak with a side of fried rice. See you next time.